go. There we go. Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. Hey, I'm back up here at Tishomingo National Wildlife Refuge. And you can see that there is super high water stacked up here on the bridge. And I'm just throwing my usual stuff, except today I'm throwing the slab magnet from Crappie Magnet. So hopefully we'll get something. I'm using kind of like the shad color, and we'll see how it goes. I got a bobber on it, throwing it out there and just reeling it in real slow. Alright guys, so that's what I'm using. Little slab magnet, 1/16 jig head. I got one snag already, so hopefully we're going to avoid that. But just going to keep throwing it out there, see if I get something. Just reel it in real slow. You can see my bobber right down there. I got hung up in the cabbage there. Oh man, this looks real good in the water. Alright guys, I'm going to throw this magic shad out here, see what I can get. Crappie fishing, nothing's happening with any of the slab magnets or crappie magnets, so I'm going to switch it up. We'll see what we can get. Alright guys, I'm going to throw this shad colored whopper plopper, 75. Nothing's been working today, so hopefully this will do the job. Alright guys, so the fishing was a disaster. High water, couple snags, crappie fishing was just rough. Tried some top water, had a couple gar snap at the whopper plopper. I didn't get that on film, but I did have a gar hit my slab magnet and haul off with that thing, and then he just spit it. I didn't even get a good hook set on him. But anyway, so I got some more goodies from Crappie Magnet, but there's other stuff that I put in here for transportation. But I got some of these slab magnets. I've used a couple of them. These are great. This is that gold and chartreuse color. Let's see, where's the other one? This is the one that I can't remember the color. It's the Fast Lane. And these are great. They look so good in the water. Then I ordered some 5-inch, this kind of dark blue with a little bit of black Senkos, and I'm going to use these up north. And also got some little power bait Pro Series little minnows. These do really well. Good stuff. Different ways you can rig them. I've got these for when I head up north to Iowa. And then The other thing I got that did come in this box with the slab magnets is this 6-pound test trout SOS strong, obscure, small. I love this fishing line. And that's pretty much it. See, the cottonwoods are blooming out. That's one thing I'll look forward to when I head up to Iowa, is they don't start really blooming until mid-June. But man, it was just, the fishing was just brutal today. As beautiful of a day it is, it's just the high water makes it rough. The gar love it. They were all over the place. But I'm going to drive around a little bit, explore, and see what's out there. But I was just going to give you a quick unboxing update and a little bit of fishing footage. Not much to really brag about. I hate getting skunked. I mean, even throwing a little craw down there to maybe catch some panfish, nothing was doing. So it's kind of a bust today. All right, guys, so I'll catch you on down the road. If I don't see you next time, then good luck with all your fishing endeavors, and hopefully you're getting stuff caught. I mean, now's the time. Hopefully you're getting out there and catching those PBs and all those different species. All right, guys, take a look at this. So there's the lake out there, and this is normally a nice little tree line here, forest. Well, the last time I was out here, I saw a guy that was parked here, and I did a U-turn. There's the bridge back there where I was fishing this morning, and he had some hip waders in, and he was wading back through here, and he had almost like a tenkara, or like I guess a crappie rod of some sort, dead sticking around the tree stumps. And man, he was catching these huge crappie. And the water in some places in there is only like 6 inches deep. So he was having a ball just wandering through there. The only thing I'd be worried about are the water moccasins, because they're thick in here. And boy, they love water. The other thing is, I want you to take a look at this bobber. This is one of my little crappie bobbers. And it's got the, little weighted piece down here. Make it a little bit better for casting. But look what happened to it. See how it got flattened? You can't really see, but there's teeth marks in there. So I had the slab magnet, and I was casting out, reeling it in real slow. This is back when I was down at the bridge down there. And there was a gar on the surface, probably about 4 feet away, and he went under. And, it happens quite often when you're, fishing out here, you see the gar. Well, he came up out of the water and hit this bobber, boom! And he swam off with it. And, I had my drag set, and I didn't even have time to hit record. But he hauled off with it, and then when he realized that wasn't food, he just shook his head and let it go. But he put a good chomp on it. I don't know what their taste buds or how that all works. But I guess he carried it for a little bit and then realized that, hey, that's not something to eat. But he just flattened this. Crazy stuff. All right, guys, even with my fishing boots, I don't know if I'd try to wade through there and not, because you don't know what you're going to step into. I don't have any waders. I'll get some at some point. I need to drop a good, 50 pounds before I'm going to spend the money on some waders. Anyway, but I'm gonna walk over here a little bit so you can kind of see. I mean, you see where the waterhead made it up to here. This pile was them clearing off this road, because I got to get out here to be able to check things. This used to be an old peanut plantation, and then they flooded it for the north end of Lake Texoma. Oh yeah, I can see stuff in the water moving down there. Dang, man, I bet you the crappie are just thick as fleas in there. But anyway, this is also a snake hotel, and it's a cloudy day, so I'm sure they're probably hiding somewhere. You got rocks, so you have nice thick waders and you don't have to worry about getting snake bit. Then go for it. But what do they say? The grass is always greener on the other side. I guess it would be fun to get in there to dead stick around those tree stumps, or just even cast out there with a little bobber. There's a little bit of open space in there. I don't know. I may have to come up with a plan. Try this out next year. But, you know, it seems a little sketchy, especially during snake season. The other side over here, the marsh. Well, over here, the water, there isn't really many fish in here. This is for sure 100% flood, and they've got some drains in here where they can, yeah, and there's like a dike there, and they have these drains where they can move water around if they need to. I think this is more just natural marsh. You can see some ducks swimming out there. So there's not really any fish in here, unless when it flooded and came over the road they got in here, which is a possibility. That's a real possibility. But oh man, I can hear something splashing in there. It's probably big gar, because you know the gar love to come in here. Let's take a walk down here and see if there is a little bit more open area. All right, we're going under. Ooh, I'm getting old. Well, the other thing that's coming out is, guess what? Mosquitoes. Ooh, looks like there's a bunch of crap that washed in there from the main lake. There's a cooler. Looks like some kind of a buoy. Oh yeah, you can see the... Oh yeah, there'd be crappie in there for sure. I mean, the lake is just right here. There's an old bucket. Oh, heck yeah, man. Looks like there's gar spawning in there. So there's definitely some possibilities of getting in there and doing some wade fishing. Look at those down trees. See, that's the thing, is you just don't know what's down there. You get your foot stuck in something, or you get into that quicksand. Okay, the other thing I want to show you is, see that building out there? There's different ones all over the property. I don't know if you can see, it's concrete. There's a bunch of them here in the refuge, and I thought, well, what happened? Did they run out of funding and not keep up with the buildings? And what it is those are the old concrete structures from where the plantation was here. And the guy that was a peanut farmer had a bunch of Native Americans that would come out. There's one through there, you can see the roof. Had a bunch of Native Americans that from this area around Tishomingo that worked on the plantation, could earn some money, and some locals. Well, when they decided to flood all this so that they can make the north end of Lake Texoma, you know, there went the plantation. I think the plantation was already done for, and then about 20 years later is when they made the decision to buy it and flood it. But anyway, the history's I'm a little off on the history there and the story about it, but guys will come out on the main lake back towards the east here and to the south, and they'll come up to these little concrete dwellings, and they'll jig for crappie around there, and there's big flathead and channel catfish will lay in those little dwellings. So it's pretty cool. They can catch some stuff in there. I guess you could technically wade all the way out there, but if you look where the windows are, that's pretty close to chest deep. I don't know if you could see that or not, but anyway, so I'm gonna head back. If I see anything else that's kind of cool, I'll let you know. But when I did the closing of the video before, I forgot to mention this bobber got annihilated by a gar, and it was a short nose gar, I think. It was built like a tank. It was about 4.5 feet long and super thick. I think that was the one. I had several of them trying to monkey around with my stuff. But anyway, so that's pretty much it, guys. I was just gonna let you take a look at that and see what you thought about wading in there and dead sticking. It's doable. You definitely want to have a buddy with you. Definitely some kind of firearm or some kind of machete in case you encounter the snakes and whatnot. All right, guys. I'm gonna head out. Until next time, I'll see you then. Good luck with all your fishing. Let me know what you're catching. Get a PB, give me a shout out. Especially if you've got any PBs or crappie. All right, until next time, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.